I'll do my best to make this mean something. He's laughing.
Tom Holland is definitely a favorite in Hollywood. He's funny, he's charming, he's witty, he's British. But he can also do some super embarrassing things. And we're taking a look at everything we could find. Because we're evil, evil people.
Tarantula, Daddy Longlegs, Brown Recluse, Black Widow. Sorry.
Number 1. Imagine doing the walk of shame in front of your heroes. In Avengers Endgame, Tom Holland ruined that big Avengers Assemble take. The direction was, as soon as Chris Evans says assemble, everyone is supposed to yell and run towards the enemy. Problem was, Tom couldn't hear Evans say assemble.
So he went, Avengers! And then I just went, and ran off by myself.
Aww. He ran like 30 feet before realizing he'd messed up. And that's where that walk of shame in front of all of his childhood heroes came in.
Like, sorry guys, I got that wrong.
Number 2. What could be worse than embarrassing yourself in front of your childhood heroes? Try farting on your girlfriend. Filming Spider-Man No Way Home, Tom, Zendaya, and Jacob all had a stunt together.
And we've all swung together?
We did all swing together, yeah. That was interesting.
Tom Holland farted on Zendaya. There was no blaming it on Jacob though, because she felt it.
Oh. I felt the rattle.
Sorry about that. Whoa. That's my bad.
Number 3. Elevator rides are awkward enough with strangers, let alone your enemies. In this Spider-Man No Way Home deleted scene, heroes and villains alike share an elevator. Talk about weird and awkward. Number 4. It's hard to imagine a handsome guy like Tom being embarrassed of his chest. Tom Holland was nervous about his body, specifically his chest hair being shown on the big screen for Uncharted. Tom admitted, "I hope I shaved my nipples on those days because I have the most embarrassing chest hair." Number 5. Real pain is the most authentic, so of course the director wanted it on camera. While filming Cherry, Joe and Anthony came to the car to give Tom a note, and blood was just running down his face. He accidentally banged his nose. There was that conflicting thing where both of them were like, "Oh my god, I hope you're okay, but this looks amazing." And they wanted him to just stay like that for a few more takes. Number 6. Turns out, Peter Parker has less control over the webbing than they'd like you to think. Luckily, Zendaya knows what she's doing, and she's got Tom's back, and his front, quite literally.
Whoa! Save me, MJ!
Maybe MJ should have been the one with the powers, after all. Number 7. Tom Holland, the clumsy spider. All we can think about when we watch this is the poor crew who has to come in and clean up after his mess. He's thinking it too, we bet. Just look at the guilt in his eyes. Number 8. Did you know spiders make sounds like cats? Last time we checked, Tom, you're playing Spider-Man, not Catwoman.
You've been rolling this whole time.
We just love that you can hear Zendaya's little laugh in the background. We figured she didn't even need to be on set that day, assuming she'd just filmed her part completely separate. Number 9. Recreating that iconic kiss from the first Spider-Man, but with a twist. Did you hear Tom got his younger brother Harry involved completely out of spite? Tom was complaining about having a long day at work when he hung upside down the whole time, and his brother told him to suck it up because he gets to play Spider-Man. Days later, Tom was asked if Harry would like a small role, and Tom said sure, but whatever you do, make sure it's an upside down stunt.
Should we do the kiss?
Yeah, kiss me.
Harry admitted it was awful, and the best part was, Harry's little cameo got cut. Karma! Number 10. Do you think the 3 spiders were given any instructions for what to do in their photo shoot? While doing the shoot for the Spider-Man promo material, the 3 Spideys got up to some goofy stuff, like making sure to recreate this meme in the process.
For me,
There's nothing
I
quite
always
like
speak for
doing a
myself.
photo shoot with 2 lads in Lycra.
They definitely developed a quick bond, given within days of meeting, they were going to prom together. Number 11. Most people are allergic to dust or cat hair, not Tom.
I'm a virgin.
I'm so sorry, dude.
This was the moment when Tom Holland realized he's allergic to virgins.
I was trying so hard not to sneeze.
More like you were just waiting for the perfect opportunity, Tom. Number 12. The Peter Tingles come in the form of giggles a lot. Tom can't keep a straight face.
Can you see my face?
No.
No, so I can smile.
Yeah, you can smile.
Just because you can smile doesn't mean you should. It's really just not fair to Jake Gyllenhaal if you ask us.
You can't, your whole body is moving.
We wish we could be let in on the joke. What do you think is so funny? The Stark glasses, the costume?
Maybe we don't shake hands, we just do this. Thank you.
Number 13, go Brit or go home. It took us the longest time to emotionally process that Tom is British. He's just such a convincing American. Apparently not always, though.
Like a grandmother.
Such a Brit.
Oh my god, that's so English.
Yeah, like a grandmother.
Like a grandmother, darling.
Number 14. Isn't it just like an awkward teenager to unload all their baggage right off the hop? Tom must have been struggling on set this day. It's a lot of awkward improv for a kid at a party. Honestly, everything they said must have been cringe, yet totally appropriate for the context. But maybe not this one.
They let you have parties, you know? My parents are dead.
Tom, stay in character. For all you know, you just wrecked the best line in the whole series. Commit, man, commit. Number 15, quit hitting yourself. Do you think Peter Parker feels the Peter Tingle when the pain is self-inflicted? You definitely overshot this one, Tom. The backpack is not done with you. Now he's facing his worst enemy yet, clothes.
What are you doing here? Man, let me in, you cigarette.
Just a little tied up at the moment, Spidey?
Back!
Spiders have great balance, and so do monkeys. So what's your excuse, Tom? We wonder if Peter Parker's homemade suit protects his head as well as the one Tony Stark made for him. Probably not. Number 16, the set adjacent injury. Tom was really good about not injuring himself on set.
Yeah, my worst injury didn't actually happen on set.
2 days to the end of filming Spider-Man, after they'd wrapped for the day and he was just leaving, he missed a step and slid all the way down the stairs and injured himself. He didn't think much of it and just did his best to work through the pain his last couple days. He went to the doctor after filming Wrapped and it was confirmed he tore his ACL. But of all the ways he could injure his leg, it was doing normal people stuff. It's almost disappointing. Number 17, so much for Stark Tech, or the Peter Tingle. Spider-Man got socked in the noggin. Tom admitted, yeah, I got punched in the face. I was supposed to dodge it, and I just didn't see it coming. He had this massive gauntlet in his hand, a big metal fist type thing, and he punched me in the face so hard, like you wouldn't believe. It wasn't all the stuntman's fault though. Tom had practiced the stunts without the suit on, but once he suited up, he had no cue for the punch as his vision is partially blocked. It makes for good footage though, and Tom even said so, stating, "But it looks great. I hope they use it. It's one of those things where you stand up and you're angry, like, what the hell, man? You punched me in the head." Then you realize it's entirely your fault. We think it's completely fair to be a little upset about a punch to the head with a gauntlet though. How is it that all of these ridiculous antics just make Tom Holland more charming? It isn't fair. He toots on his girlfriend and we're like, wholesome content. Have you ever done something embarrassing while you were hanging out with your partner? We definitely have. Let us know in the comments. Reassure Tom, he isn't alone. Thanks for hanging out with us here at The Things.